Hey, Bloomington Normal. This is Kevin. You're listening to Speechless on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal. Thank you so much for tuning in on the radio, on your app, or you could be watching me right now on Cities 92.9 Facebook or my YouTube, Speechless with Kev Phares. If you're not on YouTube, you guys should go check that out. I have off-air content that I do about a wide variety of things. Speechless with Kev Phares, Phares is the last name. Speechless with Kev Phares is that. Go check it out. I'm also on Twitch. If you're a younger person and know what that is, I even had to learn what it was. What it is. I just started streaming on it because I was told I could. So I am getting everywhere because we have messages that we're trying to get out to the American public, to the local public that a lot of people will not cover. Like how the Democrats and leftists are trying to allow biological men in women's sports. They're trying to get rid of the entire idea of the female gender. And so in studio to talk about things like this, I have former school board candidate, mother, extremist, everything, every name under the sun, Molly Emery in studio.
I wear a lot of hats.
She wears a lot of hats. Nurse as well.
Yeah.
And so Molly, just let's take it to a really broad level here. The left is coming after your gender. They are wearing, they endorse the idea of wearing the female gender as a costume. As a woman, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, like it's inherently the opposite of like celebrating women, right? I think I worry more for like my daughter and like what the future looks like. Daughters. I keep thinking of my 6-year-old. Sorry, baby. She's still a baby. So, yeah, like I said, when it comes to things like the sports, when we're knowingly setting our girls up to fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is that not bullying? How is that not the part that's the bullying? When we are trying to make things fair, you lose sight of the things that our different genders are able to do. And it doesn't equal is not necessarily better, right? So I talked a little bit earlier about my husband and I. We're very different people capable of very different things, and that's okay. So I think for me, my generation is hopefully a little bit out of it enough. I worry more for my kiddos coming up and what they're going to have to go through. That scares me.
Absolutely. And that's the mama bear energy that we have going on in the studio right now. And so bringing it to another issue that I was talking about, we don't have too much time here, but I'm curious just what your thoughts are, just because I've been talking a lot about it on the show, the Bud Light controversy with Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
And that whole thing. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts on that, and again, they'll say, oh, bullying and this and that. The part about that particular situation that's bothersome to me is that person is kind of modeling to me like a young girl, right? So, and I don't know that person's age. Is
26.
Okay, so that's concerning, right? Yeah. So, again, this goes back to my point earlier of being an adult and doing things that you want as an adult. Like do you, I guess. But why are we modeling like a young prepubescent girl as an adult male? That's scary for me. So
absolutely. And it's about our kids. They're coming after our kids. And while maybe that's not necessarily Bud Light's thing, because obviously they're an adult beverage, there's a reason why children aren't allowed to drink that beer. There's a reason why kids aren't allowed to smoke a cigarette, vote, drive a car, everything. There's a reason why children should not be targeted for transgender surgeries and hormone therapies. Everybody, we got to go. We got to go not only to a break, but to the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Molly, for coming in.
I'm so excited.
I'm sure we're going to keep you in for other times. And as a great contributor, Mama Bear Molly Emery, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Speechless on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal.